Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today, January the 20th. So starting off with Euro USD as usual, and we are still stuck in the range. You can see the buyers are still coming in off the bottom here, which is 107729, and we haven't really tested the high of the range yet that we established early in the week, well, should I say yesterday rather. So that is still in play. This pin bar here is very much a concern, so there will be people holding short here at the moment with a stop above the pin bar, but as far as I'm concerned, we need to drop below this level 107729 before we even can start considering looking at shorts. So dropping down to the hour, and yesterday was yet another big up, big down, big confusion day. We're not getting below the 155 EMA. You can see how this is holding up price at the moment on pretty much the hour. Every time frame is in an uptrend at the moment, so it's to be expected. So I am still sit on hands. We could get some sort of rejection here, and as I said to you yesterday, that was the area that I'd be paying attention to. We did get a bit of a move, but not much, and then you've got this confusion here around the moving averages. So I am sit on hands, even though we have a grouping here. We're probably going to pull back, more than likely come and test the 155 again, or you'll probably see that we have some kind of a trend line that is forming. So for me, sit on hands until we break below 107729, or we start building a base above 108688. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen. Pretty much the same. We've had a big up, big down this week, and then yesterday was pretty muted, nothing going on. Moving averages, the oscillator's not giving us much. At the moment, we are just above the faster moving averages, but we do have structure higher up here. So there is the closest bit of structure, that's 129150. I would be tempted to take a short up here with a relatively tight stop loss based on what the price action is. So if I get a pin bar or pin bar, inside bar, or golfing bars on the 15-minute chart on this level, 129150, I would take it short below the price action with a stop just above it. So ideally that would probably be a 250 to 300 point stop loss for a move back down to this area here, and that is 128067. But for all intents and purposes, until we break below 128067, we're probably going to be stuck in this range for a bit. If we start getting above this area at 129150 and start building a base up there, could be merit for a bit of a move to the upside. But I'd be a little bit skeptical about that until I see a complete change of the moving averages, and then I'd want to see something on the 3 hour at least, indicating that we have an upward trend forming. But if you look at what's happening here on the 3 hour, we've got a separation of the oscillators at the moment. So I think bearish view is probably the one that you need to pay attention to. Just pay attention to this level a little bit higher, 129513. You can see it is a previous swing low that hasn't been tested as well. So that's my short area for US dollar Japanese yen. Moving on to British pound Japanese yen. Again, this week we've had big up, and now we've got this inside bar here below the moving averages, so trend is down at the moment. Oscillator's not giving us anything on the 8 hour, and if we start drilling down to the 1 hour, you can see we were below the moving averages yesterday, pulled up, and then we've got a bit of a test here right on the structure at 158.554. So 2, 3, 4. So London breakout strategy. Just going to do this quickly. So there was the open. Okay, so that's the open. Take the first 7 or 8 1 hour bars. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can use whichever one you want to. They both play out in different levels of success, and you can see we didn't quite get there through the day to the first target of the 161.8 extension, but we've still got something left in the tank, so you probably see some kind of a move still to this 159.875. That was quite a big swing. Sorry, rid of that. Quite a big swing. So for me, what we're looking for, this is still a target area. Leave it in. You'd want to see some kind of a pullback. So we have broken through this morning. So this is what I'd like to see tested: 159,195, and if we can get that nice tight stop loss on the price action, and you're looking for this 159,875 area at the moment. Could get a bit of a deeper pullback. Let's just put the level in. There is the swing high from the day, and you can see that from yesterday, and that hasn't been tested. So oscillators are a little bit overbought right now, so you'd want to see a pullback into the structure, build a base, and then another move to the upside. So what this could be setting up is, here's your move up, here's your pullback or your flag. So you could be looking for a second move. I'd do that on the 8 hour because the move is from the bottom here. So again, if you just take the Fibonacci and do that, you'll see the bounce was off the 61.8 inside bar there, decent structure. So I'm looking for longs, and we're more than likely looking for a move. Not so sure it's going to happen this week, but we're definitely in with a shot. So, and I won't leave a position over the weekend, to be honest. Probably looking for that area there. Nope, we're looking at that area there. Okay, so that's actually the target that we're looking for right now at 163.099. But we will need to break above this level at 161.243 in order for that to happen. So keep your wits about you. Wait for the pullback. Take profit at the first target. It should pull back. Build structure. Get back in for the long. Get up to there. Take profit. Pull back. Probably 2 or 3 attempts to get through here, and then up for the measured move. Moving on to Euro British Pound. Pretty much all over the place, but we've got a double bottom potential here. So obviously we need to break above that level there. We're all over the place as far as the moving averages are concerned on the 8 hour, but have a look at the oscillators. They group the downside, inside bar, off structure. So there is something brewing here. The question is what? So if we look at the hour, we're in a fairly strong downtrend, and as we said yesterday, you're looking to be short off one of these tails, and we didn't quite get an exact entry, but you probably find something on the 15 minutes to the left here, which would have given you the opportunity. But nevertheless, there's your pin bar on the hour, and if we just look at that on the 15 minute, you'll see there's your closest bit of structure to where the hour structure was. So it's not too far off, but there's your pin bar. Traders below that, inside bar, so it wouldn't have been on any of these bars because you didn't get a bar that closed. There you got a bar that closed, so entry is there. Entry is right on the close of that bar as soon as it closed, and your stops up there 173 points, and you would have been looking for the next bit of structure, which was down here at 400 points. So fairly decent trade. So for today, a couple of things brewing. It does look like it could be continuing to the downside. Draw this trend line in there. So higher time frames looking like a double bottom, lower time frames looking like a continuation. So as I say, it's down until it's not. So for me, I'd be watching this area here, 087, what's that, 640. Reject that area, then I'm looking for a continuation down, at least to come and test this 087,268. If we get above this, then I'd be a little bit wary about this. It's not a solid trend line, but it is something that's forming. You'd probably expect something to bounce off here. But for all intents and purposes, we need to get above 087,850 before we start looking for longs. And looking at the oscillators at the moment, sorry, the moving averages, I'm seriously doubting as I look at the oscillators, we're heading towards a move for another rejection. So yeah, I think this is one pair that you need to be on the 15 minutes during the day if you want to trade it. The high time frame doesn't really give you much structure. So that's kind of my view today. Probably going to leave it alone. British pound, Japanese yen has got a better setup there. Okay, anyway, that's it for me today. I hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you on Monday morning. Enjoy your weekend. Cheers for now.